Denver Foos all day, bro. Follow them from LA to Denver. Let's do this, baby.
Shout out to my boys, Denver Foos. Go by Tony Loya.
Shout out to Denver, man. The Mile High City. You know what time it is.
What's up, it's Mariah the Scientist, and I just want to shout out Denver Foos. I'm here with such a baddie. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Shout out Denver Foos.
I want to give a huge shout out to my buddies there at Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out Denver Foos. We love you, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos. What it do? It's your boy Chingo Bling. Right now, you tuning in to the Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos, baby. Denver Foos, wherever you find your videos, wherever you get your podcasts, go follow Denver Foos and enjoy.
Hey, let's go, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos, IG, follow us, man. Follow us, subscribe, like us, YouTube.
Shout out to Denver Foos. Good to see you. The Denver Foos. Yeah. Shout out to Denver Foos. You know, represent for the motherfucking city.
Shout out Denver Foos.
What's up, it's your boy Concrete right here with Denver Foos, and all you got to do right now, Perito, is hit that follow. Hit that follow, hit that like, hit that share button, share all the content, let them know where it's at. Denver Foos, your boy Concrete. We in here, Perito, mile high.
Denver Foos.
Name's Daniel Jumba Garcia. Shout out to Denver Foos, one of the best.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos North Side, baby. It's all about the North Side.
Hey, shout out Denver Foos. That's Emmanuel Sanders, legit people over here.
What's cracking, homeboy? Denver Foos. Denver Foos, homeboy. And it's your boy Ken Flores. Shout out to the homies at Denver Foos.
Denver Foo, you guys are the best. Shout out to Denver Foos. Shout out to Denver Foos.
Denver Foos on IG. Come get in touch with the plug. They always got their finger on the pulse.
Are you a Denver Foo?
Yes, all day, every day, baby.
You want to be on Denver Foos or what, eh?
Denver Foos 303.
Denver Foos, huh?
Follow Denver Foos 303, Instagram, Facebook.
For real, Denver Foos, live and direct. Denver Foos, bro. We from the South Side.
Present. Uniting the city, baby.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Say it, Foos, baby. Denver Foos. Let's come with Denver Foos. What's up? What up, Denver Foos? What's going on?
Yeah. Denver Foos. Denver Foos in the building. Let's go.
Shout out Denver Foos. I love the Denver Foos. Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Yo, Denver Foos. I'll follow you guys up.
I'm Denver Foos here reporting from Denver, Colorado. From Chicago, but I think I'm a Colorado fan now.
You're Denver Foo now.
Now I am.
Shout out to the Denver Foos. What's up, Denver Foos?
Denver Foos. Hey, man.
Danny. Take one, Denver Foos.
Hey, shout out to Denver Foos. I noticed y'all right away. Y'all putting it down, you know, for all the gente.
Shout out to Denver Foos. You locked in, man. Stay tuned to what they got going on. One love.
I here chilling with the Denver Foos. You already know how we do it. Much love.
It's your boy DJ Sarms Carter. Denver Foos, we in the motherfucking building.
Hey, yep. You know, sound guys do the sound check.
Yeah.
And they always say some weird stuff. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Denver Foos Podcast, live here from the Denver Foos Barbershop, located at 1400 South Federal Boulevard, right over here in the South Side, baby. You already know. This show's presented to you by SE Shirts and Hoodies. Make sure you hit up SE Shirts and Hoodies for all your promotional items, shirts, hats, embroidery, everything. They do direct to garment. They do DTF. They do. It's everything. direct to film. Direct to film. That's what that means. And hit them up. And they also make all of our merch. So if you want to buy some merch, hit up denverfoos.com. And it comes locally here from Colorado. So support Colorado businesses. And this also is brought to you by La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant, where we have our comedy show every first Saturday. And tomorrow is first Saturday. So come on down to Mile High Laughs, presented to you by Side Splitting Entertainment and Denver Foos. Don't miss out. $10 gets you a night of Mexican food, comedy, and a dance party after with the DJ, baby. You already know. But without further ado, I want to introduce our guest here on our Denver Foos Podcast, episode 82. Give it up for guest Telly. Welcome to the Denver Foos Podcast.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like that. I was expecting some claps or something. Woo!
Woo!
Thank you. I appreciate
Heck
it.
yeah, welcome. Very multi-talented artist here from Colorado, putting on for Colorado.
Thank you,
But
man.
not originally from Colorado. Where are you originally from?
Oh man, so I mean, I just moved around a lot as a kid. I was originally born in Seattle, Washington, but you know, I say I'm from Denver because I've been here 17 years.
Right.
So I say,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I feel like I can say that.
That's it.
But yeah, no, I just moved around a lot. But before Colorado, I lived in Springfield, Illinois, and it was alright. It was alright. There wasn't much color over there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I mean, Denver's becoming a more vibrant, diverse city.
Facts.
And it's beautiful. There's so much more flavor being added, even though a lot of Denver foods are like, "What's up with all these transplants, bud?" But you know,
That's true.
people. But you've been here 17 years. I think like if you've been here before the Green Rush, then you're like
2015.
you're a Denver foo.
For sure. It's funny you say Green Rush because I always tell people like Denver was so different before 2015, before weed got legalized and all that. It was just way calmer, which is cool. You know, I love Denver. I want to stay here, but it's just gotten a little expensive for me.
Oh,
You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
For everybody, shit.
Yeah, facts. So what place isn't expensive right now?
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
everything's going up. I mean, shit, the groceries, fucking, everything's, the eggs.
Ben eats the booty instead of the groceries.
Yeah.
Well,
cheaper.
I mean, don't we all?
Cheaper nowadays. They're just giving to you for free. That was a cool setup joke. Sorry.
Nah,
Sorry.
you're good.
This is not that kind of a show
Nah, you're
usually.
good, bro.
But yeah, but so did you go to like middle school, high school? Did you go to like did you go to high school out here?
Yeah. So when I first moved out
Come,
here,
not to tell your age. I don't know if you want people to know your age.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. But I moved out here my freshman year in high school, and I went to Overland all 4 years. Shout out Trailblazers. Well, they're Blazers now, but they were called Trailblazers back then. But yeah, that's where I went. It was cool. It was cool.
For the Green Rush of the Blazers.
That's a good one. I like this guy. I like this guy.
Yeah, definitely. What was like your experience like growing up out here? Oh, so where's that located? What area of town did you grow up?
So when I moved out here, it was kind of like the cutoff of Denver and Aurora. So it's like Parker and Beeler. I don't know if y'all know where that is, or like Mississippi or not Mississippi, Havana and Florida.
Okay,
So-
yeah. We were just over there today.
Yeah, so I think Overland High
For real.
School is considered Aurora.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I moved out there and it was great. Like I was telling y'all, like I lived in Springfield, Illinois, where there was not much color. So
Mhm.
coming out here and going to Overland, where it was such a diverse high school, that I was
Yeah.
like, dang, I see brown, I see black, I see Asians. This is crazy. I was like,
Mhm.
I feel comfortable being me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought that was dope.
Definitely. Well, we kind of lived in Highlands Ranch, so it was,
All right, that's cool.
so we were the color that was out there. But
That's all right.
no,
That-
but
that was a long time ago, though. This was like it's not
this
like
was in
Highlands
the
Ranch how it is
80s
now.
and
Highlands Ranch is
90s,
nice.
90s, like
This was like
when
fir-
it was
like
for
first,
80s and 90s.
like first family home, like starter homes.
Oh, okay.
They didn't even have a
not like big
McDonald's or a Safeway. There was nothing. There was
Oh.
nothing out there.
Gotcha.
I
So
remember it was
we
a
always
big
had
deal
a,
when we got that first Safeway.
so we had to come to Denver for everything, and we spent a lot of time here in South Denver, where my grandma's house was, or in Montbello, where my other grandma was, because you know, Spanish kids, we just go with our grandmas. You know, our
Right.
I guess
our
that is a common
abuelitas.
practice,
But and then you know, you're usually around your mom's grandma more, so we were around my mom's grandma over here on the south side. So like we even started our first entrepreneurial activities.
Oh,
we were
shit.
selling like these chains on the side of right here by it used to be called an Avanza.
Wait, are y'all brothers? Are y'all,
Yeah, we're
Oh,
brothers.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Did y'all know that? Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, a lot of
Okay.
people don't
I thought
know.
y'all just were like
Is there
homies.
an echo in here?
No.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
But we started selling chains right here. It used to be called Avanza right here next to the what's called Lowe's now, which is so weird for
For a
carne
grocery store.
asada. Oh, to be
Carne
Lowe's. We're gonna meet-
Carne
Would you buy some carne asada at Lowe's, bud?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
that's
fire
probably
in
gonna
there.
be fi- I was gonna say,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
fire,
No, but
too.
it just sounds like Lowe's. I think of like Lowe's, like the home improvement
Oh,
store.
that's what I was thinking you were talking about.
No, this is place is called
Oh,
Lowe's,
okay,
but
okay,
it's
okay.
It's a full-on grocery.
it's a full on
Nice.
Spanish grocery store. They got the meat and everything all out. No.
Spanish. It's Mexican food.
Well, no, Spanish people.
I
yeah.
know.
On the East Coast, they say that. They
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know on the West Coast, they're like everybody says like I'm Salvadorena, I'm Mexican, but like in New York, I feel like everyone's like Spanish people. And you know what's crazy about that? My grandma, because we're like multi-generational, like we're
Yeah.
we're like Native American and Spanish.
Mhm.
So like we've evolved. We're mestizos, like so like with assimilation and a lot of things and just the history, like so there's like with strong assimilation of like Native people, indigenous people, they were always told to say they were Spanish out here for a reason.
Interesting.
And then like I said, in the East Coast, you know, the Boricuas and they're all like, I'm Spanish. Where I feel like living on the West Coast, people are more like proud of their exact, what is it called? Nationality.
Yeah.
People mistake nationality, and like, what is the ethnicity as two different things? Like they are two different things.
I can see that. I mean, I probably have.
Yeah, no, I miss. We
have.
have so much identity crisis.
Yeah.
It's not even funny. Just
But you know, up in like Pueblo and I think it's called Cortez here in Colorado, there's a lot of like Native American.
yeah. So it's San Luis Valley. The San Luis Valley. We have strong. We've had many guests talk about that, like Jeremy Jajola. He's from northern New Mexico, and how the San Luis Valley of southern Colorado. There's strong indigenous, like they're somewhat kind of like the first Mexican people, because Mexican technically is a nationality. It's not an ethnicity.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like, like somebody's Cuban, but their ethnicity is Latino or Hispanic. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many layers. There's so much confusion out here. So like, but I've been able to somewhat figure it out. I still ain't got it figured out, because like my people have been here 7 generations or even longer, because they were like indigenous, but then they got conquered by the Spaniards. But we're technically not Mexican. That sounds so crazy, doesn't it?
Wow. Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So I mean, so we've always identified as like Chicano, just like.
Oh.
And that's a whole nother thing too,
that is.
because like.
That is another whole.
Not Cholo.
Yeah, no. Because like,
Chicanos.
like Paisas will be like, oh, well, you're Chicano, and look down on it differently. So I mean, that's a whole.
Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy. No, like I said, so there's so much self-identity
trying
issues.
to look down on each other.
It's so crazy.
People,
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's just the world we live in. You know what I'm saying?
Couple people on the chat.
Oh shit.
Mama Denver Foo wanted to get it straight. She said your grandma's houses were the daycare.
Okay.
Where we would hang out at.
Yeah.
And then Ruby from Guide Your Vibe.
Oh, Guide Your Vibe.
She says, "Que pasa? Telly in the house."
Shout out Ruby. What's up, girl?
Yeah. She's cool. We had her on
Love
the
her.
podcast.
I know.
too.
I saw.
Was
I
it
love
last
her.
week? I think.
I think so. Yeah.
And I'm just forgetting everything now.
You guys are always on the go.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, shit. Little history lesson. I'll shut up now. No, I'm sorry. No, but like, yeah, in the Latino community, I mean, I feel like everyone's always looking down on each other, and like whether you're first generation or second generation, or you're Cuban or you're Boricua, or like there's like we have such colorism, hate, like, or just even like fucking cross lines. Like it's like we're all the same. We all have the same blood. Like.
Because like I understand what you're saying, like as an artist. You know that movie Selena with Jennifer Lopez? You know that part when they're saying like the dad's like talking about we gotta prove to the Mexicans that
we're more Mexican than them, and we gotta prove to the Americans that we're more American than them.
That's how I be feeling.
And it's exhausting. Well, no, so see that's crazy.
I be feeling like that for real.
A lot of people have that self identity issue with that, like where you're always trying to prove yourself, but in actuality, we shouldn't be trying to prove ourselves to nobody but God and ourselves.
My damn self.
Yeah. Growing up, was there a lot of music in your household, or?
Oh yeah, my dad, he loves music. You know, shout out to my dad. I grew up with listening to merengue, cumbia, salsa. Oh man, just all that stuff. And you know, even till this day, I like when I hear it, it just takes me back to like when I was a kid. So I'm grateful for that.
Nice.
But yeah, music's always been around. For sure.
Yeah. Because what do you always say music is?
Music is essential to life.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Without music, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like without music, I don't think I'd be here.
Definitely.
Shit, I wouldn't be here.
Even when you're working at like a job, if they don't have a fucking music on, what are we doing?
Oh, bro, for real.
Where were
slaving
we?
away. Just
I know.
slaving away.
We turn it down over here, and they like get all upset when we're like,
well, because we're trying to do this, or we're talking and we can't hear. But
they understand.
Usually
now.
we want our shit up.
They're trained
cranked
now.
up.
They know now.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, these guys are cool.
Yeah, no, we're here live in the Denver Foos Barber Shop, 1400 South Federal Boulevard. ¿Qué pasó? Yeah.
See,
Shout out
now
Denver Foos.
we gotta take a customer's transaction right now. It is a real barbershop, you guys.
Hey, I'm witnessing it right now.
Everything that we do
Real
is
business.
authentic. Come on.
That's funny.
While I'm on here, shout out LMG, Loser Music Group.
There
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
There you go.
Shout out to everybody, shout out to the haters too. Shout out to the motherfucking haters.
What up? I know you're watching. Heck yeah. So what when you were growing up, like what was like your music that you would listen to? Like who are some of the artists that like you felt when you were growing up or that you still listen to today?
Oh yeah, I mean, in my household, my parents were very like old school Hispanic, so I couldn't listen to much rap. So I was listening to like alternative rock, hard rock, so like Linkin Park. I mean, I still listen to Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, Story of the Year, that type of stuff. And then as I got older, I started listening to more rap, Lil Wayne, Biggie, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of why my music's kind of diverse how it is now. You know?
Right. Carter 6 just dropped. What do you think of it?
I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't.
I don't have enough.
I started listening to a little bit of it, and it's just like there's some dope moments on
I
there.
haven't heard much about it though on like social media.
I know, cause it's just we live in a weird time as far as like releasing music. I mean, even over the last 15 years, the way people release music and how they present it to the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of always been like that since I would say maybe like MTV era and Michael Jackson, you know, and then he made full length. Yeah. Well, that's what we're trying to do here at Denver Foos. We're trying to basically kind of create our own version of like a MTV Denver or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? So, especially with the Denver music scene, and we want to really dabble into different genres, not just one genre or not just the popular genre. I mean, because like you said, we grew up on so much different types of music, and music is essential to life, and it don't matter. It's a universal language. If it's good, it's good, and it's undeniable, whether you understand it or not.
No, facts,
you know.
facts.
Sometimes these guys in here will hand us the remote and say, Chris Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they know we like
Because they know we're big Chris Brown fans.
I be listening to some K-pop, and I don't even know what the hell they're saying, but I say,
Oh, it sounds fire. Yeah, no, I mean,
like June and Stephanie went to their concert when it was out here or whatever. Was it out here? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know they went to it, and I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, definitely. But
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, shit. You gotta be. What was I saying?
I don't even remember. We were talking about.
either.
No, we were talking. Hey. No one's even smoked nothing.
I
Damn, we all
know.
got ADD.
No, because you asked her a question about.
Oh, just like who she was listening to, and she
Oh
was
yeah. Oh, and then I was like, you're like MTV.
Oh, speaking
No.
of
So
Linkin-
music, I remember. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
No. Oh, speaking of Linkin Park, just real quick.
Oh yeah.
We seen them in Las Vegas one time, a long
So
time ago,
lucky.
like in 2000. It was like probably like
Never
2008.
seen 'em. Damn.
But we got to see them for free because they wanted their concert on the outside of the Hard Rock in the parking lot, but they had to get permission from the city. But the city said, okay, you can do it, but the only stipulation is you have to be able to let the outside people see it too. You can't block it off.
No, yeah.
So we were just right across the street, a little street in Vegas, and it was like perfect.
Oh, God, I bet that show was crazy.
Yeah, was that the
R.I.P.
MTV
to
Awards, right?
No.
No,
No,
or
it was just
some-
his own concert.
Oh, okay.
That was sick.
Well, no, I was mentioning about Lil Wayne, and you said
Oh,
how you
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
really
yeah.
hear about too much promotion about it, and I was like, well, we live in a time, even the last many years, the way people present music to the world it's ever evolving, and especially with technology, it's changing even faster.
social media.
You know, I mean, so you had like the MTV days where then Michael Jackson upped the ante on music videos, and that was pretty much the standard for the mainstream to present music to the world. Then you fast forward a little bit, then we had the internet and Napster, and everyone's downloading music, and people trying to figure that out, and people are discovering music through the internet. Then YouTube comes around, then people are able to put out that kind of, I would say we're YouTube era, because that's when we started putting out music. And then like at one point, not even through MTV, through YouTube, like a music video kind of came essential to like releasing it. Like it's all about visual, because everyone's just watching. And now we've even got more essential to where Like there's people that just do short reels instead of doing a full length music video.
Yeah, that's like the new thing. Right?
I think that's dope, to
It
be
is
honest with
dope.
you, because
Crazy money too. I mean,
well, like as a lazy artist,
damn.
I like
Can't relate. Can't relate.
no, like sometimes if you like think of how many I've had so many like hundreds of projects that like maybe I only have a hook for and maybe one verse, and then like I have like ADHD. It's more of ADHD, creative ADHD, to where it's like if I finish something I'm gonna finish it, but if not I'm gonna bounce back, and then like so I have like I'm sure a lot of artists have this, like you have a song and a verse with just the hook and a verse, but you don't have the rest finished or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes it's a lot shorter. So it's like that there's your op right there. You could just take it and then just make it as a little reel. Or just our attention span's so much shorter now with social media and like reels of 30 seconds just watching crazy
I think
shit.
like TikTok really changed the game.
Yeah, and
I think
TikTok.
I was actually having a conversation with Aj and Nevi. Shout out Aj and Nevi from Dreamspace. But we were having a conversation yesterday about how TikTok is really the way to go still right now. I honestly thought once 2025 hit, it was going to get banned for real. But it's not, and I think that's really the platform where independent artists should really be focusing on. Because you can just blow up overnight, like deadass. You can really blow up overnight.
Right, that's dope. Yeah, no, so see, there's so many different ways people present music to the world. There's platforms like that. Like, before you signed to a label, hopefully they don't shelve you. Then you put your music out and they put it through the machine where it's on radio, then this. Then the internet opened up so many opportunities where independently you could put out your own music on YouTube. You could distribute on CD Baby, TuneCore, all these different things.
Well, you know what else is going to change it? AI.
Yeah.
AI is changing the game.
Oh,
too.
definitely.
It's crazy. AI is wild. I don't even know what to do with it.
Well, no, Timbaland just signed the first AI artist, which is like ridiculous to me, because to me it's just like
that's stupid.
come on. That don't even make sense. I think he's just using it just to get publicity, because what he's been on TikTok like rating people's music. I'm gonna say it. I don't like when people rate people's shit. Like I think it's like because the music is so opinionated. It's like
sure.
Or like certain things.
I mean, everybody's into what they're into.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like
it's hard to get it from one source. Oh, do you think this is good? Like, well, just because you think it's not, doesn't mean somebody else will.
Right.
Like I could see what you're saying. Like you don't like when people are rating it, but at the same time, like if they got a big platform, it's good for the artist. You know,
right.
because
Yeah.
that's
Just
how
to
you
get some
new
eyes
fans.
on it. Yeah.
More exposure type shit.
But I think, well, so I always approach it because it's all art, and I approach it from a creative aspect.
Sure.
And I know in hip hop, it's like everybody has that competitive nature. It's just there. But from looking at it from like the art perspective, like, why do we got to do that? Like, I guess controversy sells, or just like,
violence sells, and so does controversy.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, like I said, it's the world that we live in. It's the world we live in, my guy.
Right. But there's so many different ways people have to present their music now, or not have to. It's just, there's just so many different ways. You can get on like On the Radar, you can get on this blog, and then where before there was only like just the radio, and your whole thing was like trying to get on the radio. Like I feel like I'm wonder where like the statistics is like on artists of how many artists are trying to get their song on the radio still. Like, what about you? Are you trying to get your songs on the radio?
Yeah, that's always the goal for artists. Shout out to 104.7 The Drop. I've had at least maybe 4 or 5 tracks already played on the radio. But the goal is to always get or find more exposure. The next goal is to go to KS 107.5 and then outside of Colorado. That's the main goal. But it's hard, man. It's really, really hard to get on the radio sometimes. It's all really about connections at times. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can make a lot of noise in the city, but you still got to make that connection with the right people.
Right. It's connections. It's not always, because everyone says it's all about who you know. It's like, no, it's all about who you know and what you could do for them. What value are you going to bring to that? Because, shit, you could know Jay-Z, but if you ain't going to bring no value to him, and it ain't going to make no dollars, and it ain't going to make no sense for him to help you or work with you, you know what I mean? Because, talent is, and this has been for the whole time music has ever been, like, it's not just because of the internet or just certain people's, like, connections and stuff. talent never is always the factor to success. It never meant success. Like, you know, it's always the connections or this or the dating boppers or
Do you feel
so
that,
many weird things like that. Like,
well, let me ask, do you feel that talent is needed nowadays for the music scene, or is it just more clout?
oh, I mean, talent. I mean, talent was not always needed, not just in this day and age. I mean, there's certain people. Shit, we can look back. There was Milli Vanilli. These guys were lip singing, and they became successful. It's all. I think it's all about the right strategy, and the right amount of talent, or just. I think it's just more the right strategy. It's always been that, and it's. I mean, everything's been clout based. I mean, the internet allows for more people to bleed through with clout, but it's always been clout based. Even when they were putting them on MTVs and putting out headlines. I mean, Rihanna and Kim Kardashian would call paparazzi to tell them where they're going to be. So it's everything's always been somewhat clout based in that aspect. But I think it's just more, you have to get more creative.
Yeah.
You know, and have
I
a
agree.
strategy, a creative strategy. But yeah, no, I mean, some people could get caught up on the clout.
Oh, bro.
And they get caught up on the clout, and that's that.
It's crazy. They be getting so hyped up, and
But
it's like, chill out.
at the end of the day, this is all entertainment. Whether you're doing music, you're creating content, this is entertainment. And so entertainment in its conception is clout. You are to entertain the crowd. Whether you're doing things for clout, people are watching. If people are watching, you're entertaining them, whether you're doing it for clout or not.
Right.
So that's kind of my take on clout.
No, I agree.
But just don't get caught up trying to get it, because some people do desperate stuff and it don't pay off, or it just looks stupid.
Well, like that goes with like the local scene out here in Denver. I think some artists get really like sucked into the clout that they're comfortable with, just like, oh, I'm cool with just this local clout. Like
yeah,
to me, that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
enough.
right.
You
No,
know what I'm saying?
no,
Like
no,
that's
no.
and I've noticed that with a lot of artists out here. They're like, oh, I'm chilling here, whatever. It's like, well, you know, if you want this to be like your full-time career, and if you want to do more, you gotta do more. You gotta get
Okay.
out of Denver,
Oh,
you know?
that's crazy that you, because we point that out quite a bit in every, like what we were talking about with the DJs, the dancers. They're just only worried about impressing their peers.
Oh yeah.
Locally. So that ties into what you're saying. They only care about the local clout, which is they're just caring about being popular for their art locally.
Yeah.
And I think
that's in
even,
every like part of the entertainment like branches. Like the dancers do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like the DJs are doing that too.
so there's a
And lot of
disconnect
artists
within
do that.
all these different circles and different people, and then they're just happy with that, and it's like
That's not enough.
like
Not for me.
DJs are trying to impress other DJs, and it's like, no, we're all entertainers. We're trying to reach the masses. We're trying to reach the people. We're trying to entertain and inflict impact into people's hearts through our art outside of our home, outside of our circles and all that. Yeah, no. So I definitely, I feel that a lot of people are like that. But this also reaches in each respective, like the DJ world. Like I feel like the DJs are just trying to impress themselves. The artists are just trying to impress the artists.
Yeah.
But nobody's connecting. In order for Denver to really blow up, everyone's got to break out of their little cliques. And then
all the time. I say that all the time. Like I have my own, I guess, like clique. I got my crew, LMG. Shout out Brittany and Aj. And it's like, you know, but we try to expand it out. We're trying to bring other artists, because that's just not that's not how I am. I don't like just rolling with just one crew, because I want to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to be heard not just by Denver. I want to be heard all over the states and type shit.
Definitely.
And I feel like that is the issue in Denver. Exactly what you said. People are just always in cliques, and they're just kind of like, I guess gatekeeping in a way. But I don't know.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I think as long as you got like drive, hustle, you could never be really gatekept. A perfect example would be like 50 Cent. When he was coming up, he had he basically got blackballed out of the industry, or gatekept, so to speak. And then he comes out with How to Rob, and then Eminem discovers him, and then he signs him because he said, I don't want him to diss me. So who is this guy 50 Cent? You know, he was already signed to Columbia and did a lot of things, and he was somewhat getting gatekept and blackballed. But he rose to the top just based off his hustle and ambition. So I think that's something that people try to always kind of like make an excuse for, like, oh, there's gatekeepers. Like, there's plenty of people moving and grooving and that are willing to work with others and build together and build something. Like, I think it goes back to like what you said, like the people that are like kind of clout chasing for their local stuff. So some of the same people are just focused on like who's got the most motion right now, or who's the top guy in the city making the most noise. And then they're like comparing like, oh, because they're successful, because if I don't work with them, then I'm not going to be successful. Oh, and then in that case, they're gatekeepers. It's like, no, everybody could just create your own shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, collaboration is needed and community is needed, but it's not always needed in that. I think people might use that as like an excuse, like, oh, they're just gatekeepers and that's why my shit ain't popping. And
I've had people approach me with like certain opportunities that I've had and kind of have tried to say that to me. And it's like, well, you know, like I've never gotten anything handed to me.
Right.
At all.
No, exactly. And nobody owes you anything.
No.
That's what people, I think there's so much artist entitlement here in the city.
Facts. And I always tell them, I was like, I promise you, like I started this from like ground up, and it's just, you just got to be consistent. That is in anything that you, as an artist, as a business owner, like you just have to be consistent and force yourself in front of people, regardless if they're hating or not. People are always going to remember you if you leave an imprint. That's always my goal every time I perform too.
Definitely. Yeah, no, these same things happen in every industry. We're blessed enough to like be in the barber industry. We're blessed enough to be in different business industries than just the music industry. And there's that same struggle where people are like, oh, like they feel like there's haters or like gatekeepers or that type of aspect, or just that competitive nature. It's in every business. Yeah. It's just a little bit more strong in music though, sometimes. I think it's more in music though, it's more.
I know, God, it is.
It definitely is. I'll say that for sure.
You know, and it's really frustrating because like whenever I get an opportunity, and if I'm able to give somebody else an opportunity, I'm always down.
Yeah.
But, especially when it comes to shows, and it's I've noticed like, you know, I'll give an opportunity to somebody and then they just kind of like, oh, okay, I used it for this, that now.
Right.
And I hate that shit, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It'll come back though. The good karma always does.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe in good karma.
Me too. I
I mean,
believe
if
in
you
karma
can't be
in general.
used, you're useless, right?
That's
So
facts.
that's a good.
I'll start thinking about it that way instead of being like, fuck you. Right.
Yeah. Well, no, you bring value and shit. In the long run, you probably use that. I mean, if someone's like, that's another thing. Like our philosophy. Like if someone's just coming to try to use us, they're blocking their own blessing instead of like being cool and really working something and being more relational than just using me.
Yeah.
It's like I know I'm confident I'm gonna do so much cooler shit that you're gonna just close that door on yourself with what we're doing, the cool shit. So don't worry about if somebody's using you like that. You know what I mean? It's like they're blocking their own blessing in the long run because it's like you're coming here for this little 10-second clout thing or just to use me for that, and it's like, well, you're dropping the bag because later on I'm gonna see that, oh, you just used me. I seen Allen Iverson. He at his Hall of Fame speech, he's like, "Thank you for all my fake friends that showed their fakeness early on because like it shows me like who I need to stay around, and it taught me the behaviors of people that I need to keep away from, you know."
Yeah.
So like, not every time you get used or whatever, it's all a blessing. Everything, it's all about how you look at the cup. Is it half full or half empty, you know?
No, like whenever like my brand and I, we put on a show and we, you know, invite artists and stuff, like, you know, we always have artists, like we try to push them to promote themselves and also sell tickets, because without selling tickets, the room is going to be empty.
Yeah.
You know, and you're an artist, you want people there to hear your music. So I always tell my team, I'm like, you know, if this artist is bullshitting us or they're, you know, just not doing what they got to do, that's fine. You know, it is what it is, and we just want to do business with you.
Right. Yeah, and artists, they can't have too much ego to like try to sell tickets or promote themselves or even.
And that's a big thing. Some people they're too scared to promote themselves.
Dude, even the biggest artists, they have to go and do. I mean, it might not be them actually going and selling tickets, but their form of selling tickets is going on radio shows, going on podcasts, shaking hands, kissing babies. Like, you have to do things in order to be successful. You have to put in work consistently, and then you'll see results.
I agree.
So, like, you know, artists are like, I don't want to sell. It's like, well, then you don't want to put yourself out there. In the early stages, selling tickets, that's all you got.
Wait, speaking of selling tickets, we should talk about the pay to play that we were talking about off camera.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, yeah. Pay to play. I mean, it's in the music industry, period. Whether they're paying to play their music on the radio, which a lot of program directors was like, that's illegal. That it's happening.
Right.
Or pay to play for performances. I mean, pay to play goes all the way to the top. The Super Bowl, they pay to play at the Super Bowl. One of the biggest events, halftime shows. Those guys pay to play. Well, technically they don't get paid to perform, but they got to put up their money for their production. They're paying to play. It goes all the way to the whole top. So I think pay to play. I mean, you didn't even ask me this question, but I'm.
It's all right. Keep it going. Just keep it going.
What do you think of pay to play?
I agree with you. Pay to play is always going to be there. But for me, like, I think the only time I would really pay to play in my own city is if I'm going to open up for a mainstream artist. That I can understand. But if I'm just like, if someone approaches me like, hey, we got a show going on. If you could just pay $50-$60, that's not really what I'm into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because and not trying to like just throw shade or anything, but it's like I can put on my own show here in Denver. And so like I would rather invest, let's say $200 to $500 opening up for a mainstream artist. Because then I could potentially gather new fans through their own fans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus.
No. So I think if somebody's hitting you up to perform at their show, they're hitting you up. They should be hitting you up based off your talent, and not because. Therefore, if you're hitting me up to go pay to play at your show, you just see me as an opportunity to hustle money off of me. Just because why? Because I make music. Do you even like my music? Do you even listen to my music? Do you even fuck with me?
Don't.
Obviously you don't, because you're just hitting me up. Hey, you're an artist, right? Yeah, I'm doing this show. You want to pay to play? Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Where do they get? Do people think of what they say before they do it?
What do you think about that?
I'm on the same level as y'all.
Yeah. No, that's
you talk.
It's crazy. But
only when it's necessary.
Only when
right?
it's
Just like you
necessary.
said.
What about like if it's an artist that's like fresh out, never even performed ever?
And they're approaching me and they want me to pay?
No. Is it appropriate for them to pay to play? I mean, you've built your brand and your status to a point where if people are hitting you up to perform, they should be paying you, or like they should be giving you tickets that you could sell to make money to perform at this event.
I think unfortunately, as an up and coming artist that doesn't have any experience or any knowledge of the game, they are going to be victims to that. I think because they don't know any better. I was a victim to that when I first started. I started doing shows with a certain brand, and unfortunately, I wouldn't see any money until I sold a certain amount of tickets. And, and when you're first starting off, it's hard to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? The most tickets that you're going to sell is maybe like 20 tickets. You know what I'm saying? But I think starting off as an independent artist, just really try to mingle with some local artists and see if you can get on one of their shows, and go from there. Really, you know what I'm saying? But it really all starts with yourself, and you need to self-promote yourself. Like I had a few artists demanding me to pay them for a show when they don't really have that in their background. You know what I'm saying?
Who, your 500 followers are going to come? Bud, what's up? No,
like, I'm not going to down talk you, you know what I'm saying? But you do need to earn your stripes. You need to earn your stripes.
Well, no. I'll be honest, too. Like, people that... I feel like at the local level, if you don't even have a hit song, you shouldn't be charging for a feature.
Yeah.
Like...
Facts.
I mean, I think you have to have a hit song, or at least even regional hits, or maybe like an internet hit to chart. I mean, see, music is different now. It's not like you just have a defining chart-topping hit or set, or like a viral moment. If you've had a viral moment, you could charge. You should be able to charge for features. But like if you're just like popping in the city a little bit, I don't think you could really charge. Like,
sure.
I'll get in trouble if I say who shouldn't be charged. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, say it.
No.
Say it with your chest. I'm just like.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, at least have a hit song, a recognizable song in your respective. Look, I'm pulling back the goalpost. Have like a known song within your genre of people, like, and it's like, okay, you could charge a feature, but it's like, if it's Lil Boo Boo from the Bellows, and you only got 200 followers. I don't know. I just made up a name, okay?
Watch
You really went
Little
in?
Boo Boo just entered the chat.
The fuck? The fuck?
What did I do to you, man?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But
I feel that.
yeah. I never charged for a feature because I never was famous enough to do that.
I do charge for features.
Shit.
I do charge for features. I ain't
She's
gonna
like,
cap.
is he's talking about me?
I do
This mu-
charge.
In the back of her mind, this motherfucker talking about me.
You
And
don't
I'ma
think she
tell-
has a hit? We don't be banging.
You have a hit. To me, you have a hit. Your favorite, my favorite song is "Down South Shorty."
I appreciate that. Thank
No,
you.
for real, for real.
Oh yeah, we be bumping that.
I
Like, we're
just
going
filmed the
out.
music video today. Shout out to Johnny
Oh, hell yeah.
Singles. I just
Johnny
filmed the video
Singles.
today. That's why I was like, sorry if I smell like manure. You know, manure. I was
I know.
out in the farms. You know,
I was
doing what
walking in the
gotta do.
grass. I'm like, did I step in shit?
Nah, that's all me, my boy.
That's cool. Yeah, she's got the boots on. Are those Tims? What are
No,
those?
for real.
Tims?
Nah, they from Walmart, bro. They
Oh,
from Walmart.
shit.
Hell
They're
yeah.
knockoff cowboy boots.
Oh
you feel me?
good. Oh yeah.
They look fire though.
I appreciate
Cowboy
that.
boots
So
are
wait,
Steel toe, steel
expensive.
toe.
Are they that color?
Yeah.
Naturally? Okay.
And they're steel toe.
Your shoes look like shit. They're dope.
Well, you know.
They smell like the shit too.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, for sure. You wanna taste?
Oh, I do smell it now that you say. it.
Yeah.
I told
Stop,
you, I'm
stop
telling
kicking
you.
around
I
down
was-
there.
I was up there. I was in that. I was like, let's make
Alright,
it go
that's-
viral.
Oh yeah.
No, so you did the video for Down South Shorty today.
I did. Again,
All
shout out
right.
Johnny Singles. He's a
Oh
videographer out
man,
here.
I was wondering because I was looking for it because I was gonna play it
Oh,
before you
yeah,
came
yeah,
in,
yeah.
and I couldn't find it.
Oh, well,
we were
you-
trying to
So
play
I'm
it
like-
for them one day, and then we're like couldn't find it or just on YouTube.
Nah,
you know,
you're
like a
good.
music video.
Right. I like
But,
how
that's
you
fine.
have a mix of Spanglish in the song.
Oh, yeah.
Me being a no sabo, you know. I could sing along. No, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. People say that all the
It's
time
all
about
good,
me,
man.
so
It
I'm
don't
just
matter. It's
I'm just gonna make fun of. I'm an 8 Mile myself.
Just be proud of where you're from. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's all
exactly.
good. Just be proud and you're good. Type shit. People just be hating just to hate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Speaking of hating, did y'all see how much hate I got in my most recent music video on My High Minute?
What?
Oh, bro,
Let me go check.
I got chewed up.
Damn
Shout
it,
out to
Brenton.
Brenton.
Damn it, Brenton.
I saw him on
Drew
Wednesday.
Brenton.
I went out
Oh,
that
yeah,
Wolf
yeah,
Wednesday. Shout out
yeah.
Jazzy and shout out Wolf Wednesday. But I was like, how you gonna let me get chewed up? Nah, it's part of it though. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
it's all
yeah.
part of it. You gotta have thick skin.
Why,
But,
what
no,
did
but
they-
people were saying.
You're making me ask. I don't want to ask, but yeah, what were they
No,
saying?
they were saying deport her. This, that, that. And I was like,
that just comes
deport.
with it.
Like, mi gente, they know me for just una colombiana americana. What does that
Right.
tell you? I'm
Right.
a citizen, fool. Damn.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh no, we got
crazy.
those when
mean-
the Chicano Pride ride. They were
Oh yeah.
there's
Yeah,
so many
that's-
mixed, but then there's
no,
mixed
they were
comments.
saying
There's
that
like
for the Pride Ride.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, that should all be reported. It's like, dude,
It's
they're all from
stupid.
here.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's just haters being haters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, there's some people that just on the internet just to troll too.
Or I think
It
they're
is,
bots
truly.
too. Like I think
Nah.
there's like racist bots, and they're just like
I think they're
anything cultural.
Well, when I would look at their profile is fake. You can tell it's fake. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, you know, and it's okay. You know, I'm always open to constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I'm always open to it. But if you're personally attacking me or insulting me, that's not going to help me better my music. So I'm not going to listen
Exactly.
to that. You know,
Right,
type
right.
shit. But
Damn, look how good he is. He
I mean,
took
if
that by
anything,
himself.
it's just
yeah, I was watching that. I was like, that's crazy. I could never do that.
well, don't
Fire. Yeah, good shit.
tell them in Spanish.
Fire.
Fuego.
Fuego. La fiesta. He's very talented though, like with the scissors and everything.
I
He's
make you
bomb.
cut your own hair. It's crazy like that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get a cut in
Maluma.
here. Where do you get cut at? Shout out your barber. That's how cool we
shoot, his
are. In
name
our
is,
own barber shop,
oh,
you
yeah.
could shout out your own barber.
I just started going to this new barber. I don't know what it's called, but he's Venezuelan. His name is Ismael. Ismael. I think that's.
He's Venezuelan. He could cut better than him. I'm
I
challenging
believe
it.
it. I believe it. My guy's pretty fire too. He leaves me real fresh, real fresh. But I'll come in here one day for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your music, like I said, Down South Shorty's dope. That's the kind of one I haven't really dabbled. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't listened to a lot of your music, but that one was that really caught me.
I appreciate that.
When was so what was the last music video you did?
The last Bésame, the one that I was just talking about. That one was another Spanglish, a little bit more Spanish dominant. That
Uh-huh.
one was released about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then Down South Shawty will be coming out hopefully in like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, maybe 3.
Hell yeah.
I am
Nice.
gonna have to leave here in like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
sure,
yeah,
that's
for
fine.
sure.
Sorry,
Definitely.
But yeah, that's really what's going on right now. What's
Yeah.
so funny? What's so
I don't
funny
know.
over there,
I
my
just
boy?
have so many stupid things when
He
somebody
always-
says like how much time they have, I'll either say I can't even last 6 minutes,
Damn.
or I'm taking shits that take it longer than 6 minutes.
Damn, me too.
I'm stupid. Sorry.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
So what do you have coming up next? You got the Down South Shotty coming up here in a few
Yeah.
weeks.
Oh yeah.
What shows do you got? What?
I got quite a few shows, especially this month, since it is Pride Month.
Yeah.
I got 2 shows up in Fort Collins for Pride, and then I'll be performing at the Denver Pride Down Civic Center at the Latin Stage.
Shout out to DJ Chula.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Chula for real. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And then I'll be also performing at UMS next month.
Oh,
which I'm super
nice.
excited for. It's my first time. So I'm excited.
Underground Music
Right.
Showcase.
Yeah. It's like pretty big. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a 2-day festival or 3-day 3-day festival.
I think 2-day, yeah.
Is it?
Or it might be
I think
3-day.
it is 3-day. I
Friday,
think it's
Saturday,
Friday,
Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
to it one time.
It's very
Um,
different, so I'm excited to go because I'm like,
Do you know what venue you're gonna be at, wasn't it?
yeah, it's at a bar 404 or
Okay.
0404. Y'all know that one?
No.
No, but it's a different vibe. Like when I also performed in April at the Forco Festival out in Fort Collins, and it was different when I pulled up. I mean, the ethnicity was very different, so I was nervous to perform my music. But
Oh,
yeah,
right,
the
right.
UMS is cool. I just think they should do something like South by Southwest, where they like close down 6th Street at South by Southwest. Have you ever been to South by Southwest?
yeah, I went this year.
So you know how they closed down the street? Well, no, they're changing it now. So you know they're changing South by Southwest,
Yeah.
where it's like what? The music isn't going to be all week. It's just going to be one weekend,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me.
But don't they close? Doesn't UMS close down Broadway or like half of Broadway?
Yeah, but it's not as popping as there.
I've never been, so this will
Yeah,
be my
no,
first
like
time going.
it's like
Oh, I remember.
like
now.
Austin, it's
Gotcha.
popping. Like it's closed off, and then at night everyone's just walking around.
They'll
Yeah.
just take over like parking lots.
Yeah,
Well, the last time we went anyway.
yeah, they
That was,
just
like,
kind of
that was
close
a few
off
years
parking
ago.
lots or just different little side streets.
Oh no,
But
that
I'm
was-
talking if they should like close down Broadway and make it like
Yeah.
an event more
That'd be
like,
sick.
Oh,
and not
I
that it's
understand what
not
you're
an
saying.
event,
I understand.
but like kind of more like South by Southwest where it's just going crazy. Because I mean, shit, I think there's gonna be now a like a hole in music where maybe more people will start coming to UMS instead of South by, since they're condensing South by to just one weekend.
Dope. That'd be cool.
Or do you
Yeah.
think that has to do?
You're a diesel mechanic.
How you knew this?
Chat.
Smoking Santa says.
Oh, I'm going to school to become a diesel mechanic.
All
Who's
right.
Smoking Santa? What's up,
Just
Smoking
called
Santa?
you out.
What's good? What's
That's
good?
tight though. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I just started
I got a
going there.
diesel. I need you to work on it.
Oh, girl, hey.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, no, I just started going to school to Lincoln Tech.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No way.
I did.
Oh shit.
I have my
sorry. Oh,
CDLA too. So I was.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
was driving locally for
Oh,
almost
cool.
2 years. Yeah.
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 So that's like
Jimbo. Do you know Jimbo?
Smoking Santa, dude.
Can't tell.
Smoking Santa. We call him
Well, shout
Smoking
out Jimbo.
Santa. That's
Shout
not
out
even
Jimbo.
his name.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh, what's up?
Shout out to Johnny. This is Telly.
Yeah.
She's gonna wrap it up here in a little bit.
Yeah, I
You
got
have to wrap it up right now.
Here in like 5 minutes. It's because I got my homie performing. I gotta go perform with them.
Who's performing? Where? Tell
Aj
them about
Dallas.
it.
Shout out to Aj Dallas. He's gonna be performing at Youth on Records at 6 o'clock on
Oh,
the dot.
nice. Where's that at?
I know it's in downtown. I don't know the major cross street, but you've never heard of Youth on Records?
No.
They help out a lot of like the youth. With, like,
Youth with Records.
Yeah. literally. And
That's
Aj,
dope.
actually, Aj was part of that when he was younger, and now he's performing there. He even did an internship with them. It's pretty dope. Opened up a lot of doors for him too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So when did you develop Lucid Music Group?
So I developed LMG last year of 2024. But prior to me getting LMG going, I actually had Lose It as a skate and BMX brand back in like 2018.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And
So you skated in BMX?
I used to skate when I was younger. I started BMXing, but it's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I had love for it, but it wasn't my passion. So then I decided just to exit out. I was gonna open up a skate shop mixed with a studio at one point.
Oh, cool.
But then I ended up just doing LMG right now, what it is, and it's still developing. We're event coordinating at the moment.
Reading the comment.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I
Event
laughed.
coordinating.
I'm like, I'm not laughing
Nah,
at you.
you're good, you're good.
Because Smoking Santa
like,
goes,
"No,
no, she don't know me.
No, I'm sure if I were to see you in person, I'd be like, "What's up?" You know,
Yeah,
I recognize you. But yeah. Now, right now we're just kind of event coordinating and just putting on shows. And
That's cool.
Yeah,
No,
we're just
I mean
trying to
that's
figure out
what you
we
have
wanna
to do. You have to do your own shit. Like
Yeah.
Richie Valens when he was coming up in the game. You know, you ever seen that movie La Bamba?
Oh, of course. Oh,
yeah. I mean, they wouldn't get him on those shows.
Mhm.
So his mom was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna just do our own show." And then, sure enough, that was the show that got the attention because there was so much attention to him. And then he ended up getting signed and just, yeah. I mean, you got to just create that action and create that impact yourself, and that's cool that you did. When did you first dabble into creating your own music? This is something I should have asked you a long time ago, but
Nah, you're good. When I was 18, I started off just producing like EDM music because
Okay.
I wanted to be a DJ.
Uh-huh.
And then I transitioned over to trap music, and then I was like, hey, I'm gonna just start putting my vocals on it. But I was always scared. I have like bad anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Shockingly, as an artist, but I do really have anxiety.
No, a lot of artists do.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like he has strong anxiety. What we both do. We have strong anxiety when we're about to go up on stage.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But it's not stage fright.
I'll be coughing.
I think it's more of like you're anxious to about to go do your thing, and then once you go and do it, then you just black out, and then you're like, "Oh shit,
yeah.
this is cool." No, but you know what I mean. It's just such a euphoric experience to entertain a crowd and perform your art and put your heart and passion into it, and then and make them react. It's euphoric. It's unexplainable.
is.
I've
It's a
tried to
different
explain
high.
it to past girlfriends. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a different high.
It is.
And I think like Elvis. Did you see that movie Elvis?
The new one. Yeah, Homeboy.
Like to me, from what I got from that movie was that he was just like addicted to that euphoric feeling of performing, you know. And then I think that's why they self-medicate with different things, and then because you're trying to get that high that's you can't get it anywhere else but on stage. You know, it's a different type of dopamine.
No, I agree 100%. I agree. I mean, I love hopping on stage. Right before, my heart's like pop, 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 pounding. Once I get on stage, I just transfer into somebody different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yeah, no, I have a good time, and I'm so sorry, but I do have to leave.
That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really
we'll wrap it
enjoying
up.
this.
For the people that don't know, let them know how they can follow you, where they can find your music.
Yeah. You can follow me on Instagram under Telly TELLY _ Denver. Shoot me a DM. Let's get it talking. Let's get it cracking and stream my music. Shout out to
Yes.
LMG, baby. Oh,
Thank
shout
you
out to
so much.
Denver Foos. Shout out
Give
to
her-
Denver Foos.
We have a couple of things for you before you
Oh.
go, Ben. Hold on. Hold on.
What we got here?
Gift you some salsa from La Fiesta Mexican restaurant.
Shout out to La
There you
Fiesta.
go.
La Fiesta.
And
Thank you.
It's bomb.
I don't
Be
know.
ready. Oh, and then let us know when
We'll
you
do this
try
off
it, let us
camera.
know
I'm
what,
not gonna do
what you
that.
think of it.
I don't know
I
about
got you.
people's brands.
I know.
We'll do that
We'll
off
do that in
camera.
a second. Yeah.
Y'all, I appreciate y'all
All right.
so much.
Well,
That's
thank you
gonna
so
do
much.
it.
That's gonna do it, y'all. Y'all tune in. Follow Telly. Telly _ Denver. You already
One
know.
more little thing, really quick.
Take a picture real quick.